बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Second year chemistry, chapter number 14, that is macromolecules. We have started the topic of biopolymers. Biopolymers were of four types: proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids. Carbohydrates includes monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. In the previous topic, we have covered monosaccharides, and in today's lecture we are going to discuss oligosaccharides. What are oligosaccharides, how they can be classified, how they form, and how they break down into monosaccharides. The word oligo means a few, and saccharide is coming from monosaccharides or sugar. So the whole term oligosaccharide means a saccharide or a sugar which gives few units of monosaccharides when it get broken down or when it get hydrolyzed. So it is a large molecule which upon hydrolysis gives small units of monosaccharides, and we say that it is a oligosaccharide. Number of the monosaccharides which we get after the hydrolysis of oligosaccharides depends upon the length or chain structure of oligosaccharides. So as a whole, oligosaccharides gives 2 to 10 monosaccharide units upon hydrolysis. So we say oligosaccharides on hydrolysis get breakdown into 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. If an oligosaccharide gives 2 monosaccharide units, it is called as disaccharide. And if an oligosaccharide upon hydrolysis get broken down into 3 monosaccharide units, we say it is a trisaccharide, and similarly its name changes over the change of units of monosaccharides that we get after hydrolysis. So let's take the example of disaccharides and trisaccharides. Most commonly, oligosaccharide exists as disaccharides. It means upon hydrolysis, they give 2 monosaccharide units. And the common examples of disaccharides include sucrose, maltose, and lactose. Sucrose is such a disaccharide which upon hydrolysis get broken down into glucose and fructose. Both are monosaccharides. So we can also say fructose, when added to glucose, it gives sucrose. Similarly, maltose is a disaccharide which upon hydrolysis give 2 units of glucose. And lactose is a disaccharide which upon hydrolysis gives us glucose plus a unit of galactose. All of them are monosaccharides. Conversely, we say glucose, when combined with galactose, they remove water molecule from here and give lactose. When they combine together, they form a bond, and the bond is called as glycosidic bond or glycosidic linkage. Now let's see how this glycosidic linkage is formed in case of sucrose. So what we need? We need a molecule of glucose and a molecule of fructose to form sucrose. Here we have glucose and fructose. This H and OH combine together to form water molecule, and this water will get eliminated from here and a bond will formed which is called as glycosidic linkage. Sorry, here OH plus H from this make water molecule, and after the removal of water, this oxygen get bonded to both carbons of glucose and fructose over here. This linkage is known as glycosidic linkage. So this whole molecule is the formula for sucrose. Now let's take the example of trisaccharide. Trisaccharide is an oligosaccharide which upon hydrolysis give 3 units of monosaccharide. Just like this gives 2 units fructose plus glucose, trisaccharide gives 3 units of monosaccharide upon hydrolysis. So its names get trisaccharide. Best example is raffinose. Similarly, tetrasaccharide, pentasaccharides, hexasaccharides all comes under the category of oligosaccharides. So oligosaccharides start from disaccharides and ends at decasaccharides. So we can write oligosaccharides include from disaccharides to decasaccharides. 2 to 10 units of monosaccharides. I hope so. Today's lecture is clear to all of you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep learning. Allah Hafiz.